Nagbabala si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na kukunin ng gobyerno ang lahat sa Manila Water at Maynilad. Oras na hindi siya makontento sa paliwanag ng dalawang water concessionaires.
Good day, and welcome once again to Pros and Cons, where we ask the hard questions and you decide which side of the truth you would choose to believe. And mga kababayan, last week po na ating yung part 1 ng ating episode na ito, pinag-usapan po natin, no, ano ba yung kinagalit ng ating mahal na Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sa mga water concessionaires? Kasi kahit man ako nung una ay naguguluhan, ano nga ba yon? And last week, malinaw, yung paliwanag po ng ating mga guests ay may mga onerous provisions talaga doon sa kontrata, no? 2 sets daw po yon. Just to recap, no, just to summarize, ay 2 sets ng problema. Yung non-interference, no, or non-interference na mga provisions and the pass-on provisions. Dalawa po pala yan. So, para po ituloy natin ating discussion doon sa ating topic na ito, muli po nagbabalik sa ating programa si Asec Neal Vincent Bainto. Siya po ang Deputy Spokesperson ng Department of Justice. At kasama rin po namin ulit ang aking katukayo. Ang ganda ng pangalan talaga ni Kapiping. Ano? Si Kapiping Jose P. Pepito, Chairman ng Nationwide Association of Consumers. No? Kapiping, bago tayo mag-break, no? 11 billion daw yung ano, yung ayaw ng sigilin. Okay na, inyo na yan, sabi.
Ayaw ng sigilin.
Oo, bakit kaya?
So,
bakit nun, ha?
ayaw ko, mali naman, ayaw ko kung tama, pero ang impression kasi sa ako, sa mga nakausap ko, hindi nila, pwede nang hindi nila sigilin kasi even without those, kumita na.
Kumita na sila.
Oo, kumita na sila.
Alright.
So, yung parang bonus na lang yun.
So, sa palagay ninyo, hindi papayag yung mga concessionaires na mawala sa kanila yung kontrata na ito? Tingin ninyo?
Sa tingin ko naman, siguro. Ako naman, in fairness to the concessionaires, nag-invest sila talaga ng pera dyan. May ginagawa sila.
Billion din, no? Billion
din. Tapos may ginagawa na sila na wala dati na meron na ngayon. Like the purification plant nila sa ano yata, dito sa Rizal at saka dito sa Paranaque yata.
Okay.
Meron.
Sige.
So, okay na yun.
Di ba, mamaya, bayan po natin ng mas malalim yung issue na yan, paliwanag natin kay Asec Bainto. Anong naipon naman yung 11 billion na yun, 7 billion, tsaka 4 billion yung isa? Di ba, pakilaki naman yun.
2009 na tayo.
Tagal na, ano? Para mas maintindihan po natin mga kababayan. Well, thank you gentlemen again. Sa amin pong pagbabalik, no, babalikan natin muli at lalaliman na mas lalawakan ating diskusyon tungkol po doon sa ating topic, no, kung bakit nagalit ang ating mahal na Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte doon po sa mga water concessionaires, no? Don't go away, pros and cons. We'll be right back.
Halfway through the 6-year term of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, much has already been done. But the administration continues to push the envelope to bring about true and lasting change and leave behind a legacy that will continue to benefit our country and our people for generations to come.
We're back on pros and cons, and today we're talking about the ongoing spat, again, between the government and our water concessionaires. No? Ito po siguro magandang pag-usapan natin. Bago tayo dumako doon sa 7 billion at yung 4 billion equals 11 billion na yan na parang pinaforgonan nila, no? Diba, ng mga water concessionaires. January na po ngayon, 2020, at malapit na naman ang summer. Diba? So, baka mag-drag on itong issue na ito at pagdating po ng tag-araw, magka-water shortages na naman tayo. Mag-araw naman rotation at rasyunan. So, what are we doing now, Asec, no, to prevent such scenario?
Actually, we do not expect that this, kumbaga, this issue will affect yung ating water supply this coming summer. Because really, this is just a renegotiation
Okay.
of the onerous provisions.
Okay.
The rest of their contract, the rest of the obligations that they have there, tuloy yun.
Okay.
So, obligado silang ituloy yung serbisyo sa kontrata nila.
So, labas yun sa actual operation sila.
Yes.
Pero, oo, until 2022. Unless, pumayag nga silang i-renegotiate
Negotiate and
ngayon.
then, I think,
Kung
things...
di po sila pumayag na i-renegotiate, hindi, magmamatigas kami, hindi nyo pwede alisin yan.
Well, in that case, pag talagang hindi nila tanggapin yung ating new or yung that we will come up with as na bagong draft concessionaire agreement, we will have to rescind their contracts.
I see. And get new concessionaire?
And that will, once the contract is rescinded appropriately, and then we will have to do rebidding to get the new water concessionaire.
You think, sa tingin mo, tatawa si Gabi Ping, oh. Lagot, kinakabahan kaya yung mga concessionaires natin na yan? Tingin mo?
Hindi naman siguro. I think
They can
they are
handle
willing to renegotiate.
Yeah.
Kasi nag-express naman sila ng willingness to talk. So, renegotiate.
And in fact, pasok na natin dito yung issue, na as a matter of good faith, yung sinabi nila na yung arbitral fees na yan, no?
Huwag na bayaran.
Huwag na bayaran. So you think that's actually good faith on their part? Na, na yung sinabi lahat yan?
Oo. Nagpakita sila ng good faith nun. O sige, huwag na bayaran yan. And they have expressed willingness to talk about it. I think they are rational enough to look after the welfare of the general public. Hindi naman yung sila lang kasi yung public pagka nawala tubig, maraming sumisigaw.
Asec, nabanggit mo kanina, new concession agreement na dinadraft
Yes.
for them to adopt.
Yes, itong new concession agreement is currently being drafted by a team. Kasali ang DOJ, ang OSG. May inputs din from our Office of the Government Corporate Counsel. Of course, we are also taking inputs from Department of Finance kasi definitely yung mga financial aspects na to,
Yes.
they will be in the best place to tell us what should be in the contract. Once this contract is finalized, ito ngayon yung ihahain natin sa ating water concession agreements. And dito siguro, you can take it as a jumping board or starting point ng renegotiations.
Yun ang problema dyan, yung kontrata ngayon na lamagan ang mga consumers
Oo nga So, do you consider that? Yung sabi nga ni Kapiping, ito, purely government yung action no? But are we going to consult with groups like ito, yung kanilang consumer groups? Or?
Definitely, of course, when MWSS conducts their renegotiations, definitely i-involve nila dyan lahat ng ating stakeholders to get their inputs bago nila i-finalize and once and for all tapusin yung new water concession agreement.
Mga hanggang kailan magiging ready yan? Kung January ngayon, matagal ba gawin?
We expect this January ipe-present yung ating new water concession agreement sa cabinet. Once approved doon, and it will take it from there siguro, MWSS can start renegotiating.
Ayun. So, pe-present nila yun doon sa mga
sa Manila Water and Manila.
And Maynila. For their inputs din naman, no?
Okay.
So, but are we still open, for compromise or perfect na yun talaga pag present natin?
Well, definitely, yung mga, I can answer that this way, no? Yung illegal or yung unlawful, onerous
wala na
provisions,
yun,
I would say non-negotiables yun. But
Non-negotiable.
on the other aspects, we will leave that to our economic team and the MWSS siguro.
Galing. Very nice.
May
Non-negotiable.
may
Yung,
mga
at least yung onerous provision.
yung mga onerous provision, non-negotiable dapat yun
Oo, na hindi pwedeng walang pakialam ang gobyerno.
hindi
number
pwede
one.
yun.
Yung pag-pass on.
At saka yung pasok ng wag lang daw, hindi dapat yun. Especially yung income tax.
Pero baka sabihin naman nila, malulugi kami dyan. Well, kumbaga, devil's advocate tayo dito. Di, kung ganyan maglulugi tayo,
Hindi
bigyan
naman
nyo na
siguro.
sa iba yan. Di naman siguro, no?
Ay, hindi naman siguro.
Malaki na rin kasi
These are-
invest nila.
These are businessmen who knows their pie.
I like that. Maganda yan. Pero, so malinaw na hindi naman talaga pwede na ibalik lahat 100%. No? Yung operation ng water services natin sa government. Like in the past, nung wala pang mga concession
Ang problema lang kasi dyan, the government still has to prove its capacity to do good. Kasi yung problema kasi dyan, pag hinawa ka ng gobyerno kasi, napabayan eh. It becomes inefficient eh. Kaya nagkaroon tayo crisis. Kaya
Kung babalik po sa government, ano tingin ninyong mga disadvantages niya?
Ayun lang, ang fear ng, gaya ko, ang fear ko dyan, kung ibalik sa gobyerno, yung efficiency in the delivery of services.
Na-privatize na eh.
Kasi nakita na natin nung araw na hindi nila kaya eh. So kaya nga napunta sa private yan eh, because of the crisis that was created, because of their inefficiency. Ngayon, kung ibalik natin, are we sure that they will be efficient enough to provide these basic services? Yun ang ano lang dun eh. Ano lang. Now, going back sa record nila kasi hindi pa maganda eh.
So, yun nga, ang magiging disadvantage yan, pag binalik sa government again, katulad nung dati, we're actually going back to the old ways.
We have a crisis after one after another.
So, wala. Talagang sa private talaga ang ano, waiting good hands
Kaya
now.
nga si Presidente sabi niya military. Kasi ang military patakbuhin niya dyan. Hindi po problema ng military. Wala namang alam sila dyan.
Alam mo yung ano, di ba?
Sa negosyong yan.
I heard, if I'm not mistaken, 2 weeks ago, last December, merong former president na nagsabi na, teka, you have to honor that contract because the government, sabi, sign that contract noon pa, you have to honor it. Diba? So, how do you take into consideration that? What's your take on that statement?
Siguro let me answer that this way. The government is not bound by the mistakes of its agents.
Okay.
So if we find and we say na that this contract is actually unlawful or illegal, it's onerous, it's detrimental to the public, we cannot insist that the next administration honor this, if you say it's a mistaken contract. So the government cannot be bound by the mistakes of the past.
Kaya nga may bagong administration
Yes,
to correct the
definitely.
mistakes of the past.
That is why we are here.
Alright, very nice. I love that. Do you agree? Kapiping, di ba? I mean...
Kaya nga ang offer natin is renegotiate. To renegotiate the contract, probably yung renegotiation natin is from now until 2022.
Yes.
Kasi after 2022, tapos na yun eh.
Pero,
Iba na yung kontrata yun. Ibang kontrata na yung gagawin doon. Ang pag-usapan, hindi na ito. Ito, ang pag-usapan lang ito, inalis natin yung onerous provisions doon. So, pagka inalis, yan, wala na yung mga provisions. Okay pa ba kayo dyan? Kung okay sila, okay, up to 2022.
yes. Ang nakikita ko ditong magiging agreement dyan, sige, bigyan namin lahat yung bago, pero extend nyo ng 15 years. Yung babalik yun, di ba? Hanggang
Ganun na naman dyan.
2037?
2037.
Yung
15 years eh.
past nung 2009 na extension, it will end on 2037.
Sabihin nila, ako, nakikita kong kompromiso dyan eh. Sige, yung bago yung concession agreement, okay kami dyan. Pero habaan na natin yung coverage. Diba? Pero kung maganda naman yung at na-correct na yung mga mali doon, why not?
Definitely.
Diba?
Actually, Usec, this is covered by the renewal clause in the contract na pag malapit na siya mag-expire, it can be renewed. So, I can enter new terms.
For extension.
That's
With
nice.
even extension of term, renewal nga, another term,
Correct.
it's
Because
included,
the
it's on the
situation,
table.
the situation 20 or 25 years ago, it's much different na. Di ba? Ngayon. Anyway, let's take a short break po muna and when we return, we'll look again at what our kababayans are saying on social media about today's topic. Talagang mainit na mainit ang topic natin sa tubig, no? Dahil magtatag-araw na nga naman. Pabalik po ang pros and cons. Huwag po kayo alis.
The local governments are still able to provide for their needs due to the advanced preparations, the pre-positioning of relief supplies, as well as other non-food items that will be required by those who will be staying in the evacuation centers. The supply for relief services is still sufficient, and government is preparing to be able to respond in case of a protracted stay in the evacuation centers. Our evacuees are being attended to because our Department of Health has deployed additional emergency medical teams to be able to check on the health conditions, health situations in the evacuation sites.
You're still watching Pros and Cons. Let's now look at what our kababayans are saying about, our topic, yung water concession issue sa ating bansa. Alam po ninyo, hindi naman nagbabago yung resulta ng unang poll results, no? Kung saan 97% o more than 90% ang sinasabi ng mga kababayan natin, balik na lang sa gobyerno. No? At 3% or a little less than 10% nagsasabi na hindi, okay lang sa private sector. Pero basahin po natin. Basa tayo mga tatlong komento mula sa ating mga kababayan. Ang daming nagko-comment, no? Very concerned po sila sa issue na to. Unahin na natin yung kay Robs Kalimbas Sumilang. Sabi ni Robs, dapat lang na ibalik yan sa gobyerno since para naman sa lahat ng tao ang tubig. Hindi lamang yan, dapat ding ibalik sa pamahala ng gobyerno ang iba pang serbisyo publiko tulad ng LRT at MRT, kuryente at fuel. Uy, may pumasok na bagong comment pa. Pero unahin, ito naman kay Rolly Balaguer Tuazon. Dapat lang na ibalik, no? Dahil ginagatasan lang ng mga ganid sa pera ng mga oligarchs, kawawa ang taong bayan. Nagbabayad ng tax, pinapahirapan pa sa pagbabayad ng tubig. Aray ko. Ito pa, isang komento mula naman kay Paulo Mendioro. May silbi din kasi ang private sector sa utilities, sabi niya. Pero, na-spoil ang mga oligarko natin na ang mundo umiikot sa kanila. So, dapat sa kanila, sabi nito ni Paulo, dapat sa kanila matuto o tuluyan ng durugin. Di ganun din, babalik din sa gobyerno, di ba? So, yun, makikita po ninyo yung mga komento ng ating mga kababayan, no? Well, they're not happy. They're not actually happy dahil nga, yung mga patong-patong sa kanila. But in fairness to our concessionaires naman, sabi mo nga, Asec and Kapiping, nag-invest din kasi sila talaga dyan. Sino ba naman ang ayaw na maging maayos ang serbisyo sa tubig? Tulad yan, sila sumasalo din ng mga criticisms, di ba? However, natumbok nga natin dito yung problema Ang problema nando sa kontrata. At yung po mga kababayan, yung inaayos ngayon ng ating kasalukuyang administrasyon, no? Now, going back to how much is that? 11 billion? No, arbitral. Paano po ba naipon yun? Kasi ito, para po sa impormasyon ng ating mga taga-subaybay, no? Meron kasing sinisingil sa gobyerno na 7 billion yung isa na concessionaire at yung isa naman ay about 4 billion.
Almost, no?
Almost 4 billion. So total, around 11 billion po ang sinisingil nila sa gobyerno. Ngayon, nung nagkaroon nung nagalit nga ating Pangulo, sabi nila, ay, i-renegotiate natin and hindi na namin sisingilin yan. Saan pa galing yung 11 billion na yun, attorney?
Ganito po yung Usec, Under nga sa contract, sila yung magpo-propose ng rate nung magiging bayad sa tubig. So, a few years back, nag-propose sila. Ito na dapat yung bagong rate ng tubig. And hindi naman tinanggap ngayon ng MWSS.
2009 yata.
Oo.
That happened in?
I think,
2009 yata.
Okay, so matagal na.
Matagal na rin panahon.
Okay.
So, dito nga pumasok exactly yung non-interference provision. When the government interfered and did not allow the new rates, it became liable for that increase na hindi niya ibinigay. So, kaya naman itong water concessionaires, dinala nila sa arbitration courts in Singapore. Doon nila kiniklaim that under the contract, the government should now pay them.
Okay.
the increase...
Pero wala yung arbitral court, wala pang sinasabi na government, bayaran mo yan.
Actually, they did.
Meron na.
Oo, the Singapore Arbitral Court ruled na dapat bayaran daw ng gobyerno
Oo.
yung 7 billion at almost 4 billion sa isa.
Yun ang nasa
Grabe. Sige
kontrata.
po, Kapiping, Yun ang nasa kontrata kasi. Dapat itong negosyo na to, mantika eh.
We have to remember din kasi, Usec, na itong Singapore Arbitration Court,
Ayan.
when they rule kasi, they just see the commercial terms.
Okay.
The agreement itself. They do not see, they do not consider probably the public or the public policies we have here in the Philippines, the laws that we have here.
Okay.
Kasi I anticipate
Kontrata
that
lang yun.
if they try, yung arbitral ruling kasi na yun, hindi nila pwedeng singilin agad. Pag mga foreign arbitral rulings, dadalhin yun sa korte din dito sa atin.
Okay.
Ang tawag naman doon is petition for enforcement ng arbitral ruling.
There's a strong possibility na ma-reverse dito. Yung arbitral ruling, ma-reverse ng korte natin.
That possibility exists because our courts may recognize na onerous provisions ngayon.
I see.
There are illegal provisions. So there is a possibility na that arbitral ruling is not enforced or will not be enforced in the Philippines.
Kung sabihin nila ngayon, yung bang final na rin yung sinabi nila, hindi na namin kukunin yung award na 7 billion na yan and let's renegotiate. Hindi ba nila pwedeng bawiin ngayon na, sige, renegotiate tayo, tapos sisingilin pa rin natin yung 11 billion.
Well, bago sila sumingil, again, they will have to bring that to court. So,
I see.
that's an avenue that will be available for them, for the water concessionaires.
Alright. Oh, anyway.
Matagal na naman yun. Matagal yun kung manalo man sila doon sa local court.
Exactly. Kaso nga, puro illegal nga yung mga nasilip dito eh. But anyway, Asec again, Kapiping, I think 2 episodes, they're enough, no? For us to be able to lengthily and more deeply explain the issues to our kababayans, no? So, we reached the end of our 2nd episode. But, yung susunod natin dyan, yung after the fact na meron ng na-present na concession agreement. At kung sila ulit, kung i-extend pa yan. So, hindi pa po ito natatapos sa aming 2nd episode na ito. So, magiging tuloy-tuloy pa rin po ang aming discussion patungkol dito sa concession agreement na to sa ating, para sa ating mga kababayan. So, there you have it, folks. Straight from the shoulder and right on the money. But before we go, gusto po nating hinga ng mga panghuling pananalita para sa ating mga kababayan na ating mga panauhin. Unahin na natin ang kasama ko po sa gobyerno, si Asec Bainto, Neal Vincent Bainto ng Department of Justice. Your message po sa ating mga kababayan, sir.
Well, siguro ito lang, no? The government remains committed in protecting the interests of our people, and that is why we will ensure that this new water concession agreement is fair to everybody. Yun lang po.
Wow, it's very nice. I love it. Brief, concise, and very powerful. Anyway, thank you, Asec Neal. And para po sa inyo, Kapiping, Jose, Pepito. Hindi ko makalimutan ang pangalan ni Kapiping. talagang
sa bandang amin,
mensahe sa ating mga kababayan.
sa bandang amin, nakita na namin ng gobyerno is doing something to correct the onerous provisions that was found in the contract. So, inaasahan namin na iyon ay makorek at saka tanggapin doon sa concessionaires para tuloy-tuloy ang serbisyo. Hindi na maabala pa sa yung mga usapan na ganito eh. Kasi ang ano lang naman eh ang kapakanan ng mga tao.
Tama. Hindi po ito interes ng gobyerno o ng concessionaire sa pinag-uusapan dito, kundi yung interes po ng ating mga kababayan.
Ng tao.
Yes, taong bayan. Thank you, Asec Neal Vincent Bainto and Mr. Jose Pepito. We appreciate your being here on the show and we expect you to be back, no, in our future episodes. Don't forget to tune in next week for another issue of national interest. For your comments, suggestions, and questions, visit our Facebook page and the PNA website. You may be for or against, You may agree or disagree, but in the end, we're all Filipinos working towards the same goals, whether you be in government or a part of the concessionaires. Will you choose what's right, or will you stay on your side of the truth? Once again, this is Philippine News Agency Supervising Undersecretary Joel Sy Egco. Thank you, and see you on the next episode of Pros and Cons.